Good Saturday morning, YouTube modeling community. Pappy here at West Georgia Rides and Customs. Going to give y'all a little update of what's going on my bench. I'm working on the Neil Bonnet monogram kit. It's the Valvoline Grand Prix that he used to drive back in the early '80s. Hadn't got a whole lot done to it. I had a tough week this week. We're at work, man. I did 4 12-hour shifts. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday I was off, and now I've got the next week off. So I hope everyone's scathing through this coronavirus pandemic outbreak. If you're sheltered in place, do what they say. Stay at home, stay out of the stores, stay out of the just social distance. Take this stuff seriously. Really don't want to see nobody losing their life because of this. But what better time than to sit at the bench and build? I mean, my goodness, we've been training for this for years. So with that being said, many of you know I'm hosting the Coronavirus 500 group build. If you don't know the specifics on it, here it is. Let me get back over here to this. Let me pull this out of the way and show everybody that. I don't know if you're a Georgia Bulldog fan. Anyhow, let me pull you over to here. I'll tell you a little bit about the group build right quick. If you're joining in on this, just post a video as to what you're building. The only stipulation to join this group build, the NASCAR driver must be deceased. He must not be living. Some prime examples, of course, Neil Bonnet, like the one that I'm building right here. Dale Earnhardt Sr., Alan Kulwicki, the list goes on. Fireball Roberts. I hope everybody's enjoying watching the videos that's coming in on the builds. Man, I tell you what, Big Eddie posted one of Fireball Roberts. He finished his too. Wow, he's real quick with his. But evidently he's got a lot of time to build now, like we all do. But I've been a little slower, but I got a whole week off, and I'm going to give y'all a little update of mine. But getting back over to here, got the frame completely assembled. Got everything, starting to do the detail painting on it right now. Got the front end, working on it as far as got it all built up. Putting the oil cooler, just doing a lot of detail painting right now as far as like on the small stuff. I've already put the differential cooler in there. Already got the rear end and the track bar and all that. It's just mocked in there. It's not finished yet, but I was doing some, just doing some checking on it, making sure everything looked good on it. But let me flip it around here. Got the front valance. Got the front dash pad. It's all painted up. Got everything. Got the steering linkage in there. So got all that mocked up. Actually, that's glued in, ready to rock and roll. But let's get over here. Let me set this to the side. Show you some more of what I got done. Got the engine. That's pretty much getting ready. Starting assembly on it. Then got the heads on it. Onto the interior. And not a lot on these interiors. Got the seats all finished up, got it detailed. Looks like it's sitting in the aluminum pan. Got it all mocked up, ready to go. Ready to install it. Going to put some seat belts and some photo etch in on that as well. Still got to detail the pulley as far as the belts and everything. Got to detail paint the steering wheel, springs, things like that. I did, however, take the dash pad or the dash instrument panel, and I drilled everything out. I got a bunch of I got some Slicks decals that's going to go in the openings right there, so that'll detail that dash out pretty good. Got the got the gear shift. It's all painted up, ready to rock and roll, sitting there drying. Shocks, they're finished. They're ready. May do the installation on them this afternoon. Not going to be a whole lot of chrome on this kit. This chrome does come with it. As far as the manifold, it was chrome. The rear spoiler was chrome. Carburetor's chrome. Radiator and the over. I don't even know what the heck that is right there, but that little radiator there. It was all chrome, so I stripped all that down. Going to paint that as far as aluminum, like most of them are. and get them done. Then there's about all the chrome that I'm gonna be using on it right there. Just the breather, the valve covers, the hinge pins, the rear view mirror, and the alternator and alternator bracket. I am, however, going to leave the chrome on the wheels. I did some detail wash on them. Those look pretty darn convincing, if you ask me. But I did, however, I ordered up some. Got to looking at the tires and everything. Tried my hand at trying to detail those letters out. Nah, man, I tell you what, hands too shaky nowadays. So I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I ordered me up some of the Goodyear decals and from Gopher Racing. Got them ordered in, got them in yesterday. So I'll probably be doing some of those as well, and possibly once I get all the detail painting and get everything in on the framework, I'll probably have this thing in a rolling chassis by the end of this weekend. Body, it's sitting over there. I got the front and rear valance already glued in on it. Everything's looking good on it. It's not sanded, but it's cleaned up and ready to start the paint process on it. Still got the what I forgot all about building these kits. These headers are not they're not the greatest. These headers really, you got that seam line goes right down the middle right there, but if memory serves correct, I always built these ahead of time and glued them up pretty good and reinforced the glue seam down through there. Then sanded them down, tried to make that seam go away as much as possible. Then once you get them painted up, you can spread that out just enough to go onto the heads of the engine itself, to slide it over from the front. And then once you then you can kind of just glue it in with the extra thin Tamiya paint. But that's about where we at right now with it. Haven't gotten, like I say, hadn't had a whole lot of time just due to work constraints this week. They've cut our hours dramatically at work. They've actually cut us down to 30-hour weeks, 60-hour pay periods, and I tell you what, it's getting lean and mean out there. And I tell you what, it's hitting a lot of us in the pocketbooks. But we got to do what we got to do, folks, to survive and to get through this mess. But that's why, that's pretty much why I wanted to propose doing a group build as far as to keep, all of us, it's either sheltered in place or even if you're retired and you still got a shelter in place, it gives us all something to do. There's the 41 Willys. It's sitting over there. It's back in paint again. I'm pretty satisfied with the paint on it, but I'll do a later follow-up on this as well. This is just for the old Neil Bonnet car right here. But anyhow, folks, stay safe. God bless y'all. Remember, if you can dream it, build it. Pappy out.